Why did Funny Mike put his hands on Jaliyah? I want to find out in this tea room video. Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all.
Something serious must have happened early this morning with Jalia and Funny Mike, because at 2 o'clock this morning, she posted, y'all, why Funny Mike got 2 kids on the way.
I mean, don't be surprised. And this is what I'm going to say to Jaliyah. I'm going to say the same thing that I be saying to Karina. Why are you waiting on a tiger to change his stripes? A tiger can never be a leopard. A leopard has spots. A tiger has stripes. You're trying to turn a tiger into a leopard. And these niggas keep proving time and time again that these niggas are not going to change their stripes, yet y'all still try to make them a fucking leopard. So I don't feel bad for Jaliyah, just like I don't feel bad for Karina. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think. Is this surprising to you at all that Jaliyah is going through this? Because she goes through this every 3 to 6 months. Every 3 to 6 months, Jaliyah goes through the same shit with the same nigga. Every 3 to 6 months, Karina goes through the same shit with the same nigga. At what point do we say, ma'am, you're the problem? You're the problem. If you keep fucking with a nigga who you know is known for doing X, Y, and Z, not only once, not only twice, multiple times, and you continue to do that, should anybody feel bad or sympathy for you? Because I sure don't. Comment down below and let me know, what do you guys think about this shit, man? It says, got kids on the way and keep going through my damn phone. Leave me and my niggas alone. Shout out to Jaliyah. At least she entertaining other niggas. But at this point, why are we still together, fam? Why are we playing with each other? He's never stopped talking to other bitches. Now you feel like I got the right to talk to other niggas, yet y'all still want to be together. Do y'all not realize that this shit is not going to work? And beat the F out of me in my front yard in front of kids. LOL. Niggas can take what they dish. Niggas can't take what they dish out. Shit crazy. And you know what? It's so funny that I compare Karina to Jaliyah. Because both of they niggas is the same. If Jaliyah and her accusations are true, Flo is no different than Mike. Mike is no different than Flo. And it makes sense why Mike went to bat for Flo and defended Flo. Because he's the same type of nigga, cut from the same type of cloth. A real nigga is not going to support that bullshit. Now they might, you know, not take it to the internet like FOE did, right? But privately, they'll let you know, nigga, this is not what's up. This is not what you do. So at first, I was thinking, okay, Funny Mike just trying to publicly be there for his boy. It doesn't involve him. But no, nigga, you doing the exact same thing that was done to Karina. So both of y'all niggas some fuck niggas. And both of these women don't value themselves. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. If this shit is crazy, this is, not if this shit is crazy. I meant to say, if this shit is true, this shit is crazy. What do you guys think? Do you feel bad for people like Jaliyah and Karina? And what do you feel what do you feel about Funny Mike now that Jaliyah is putting these accusations out there about him beating on Jaliyah? Do you think it makes sense now why Funny Mike defended Flo so hard when Flo put hands on Karina and the whole world was against him? Does it make sense now? Because everything is starting to click. It's all starting to click.
Then she
That's
says,
crazy.
Got kids on the way and keep going through my damn phone? Leave me and my ninjas alone.
And how many times have we heard, it's always a motherfucker who's cheating who thinks you're cheating, right? When you have a guilty conscience, you project that out onto other people. And even if Jaliyah is talking to other niggas, nigga, you've been talking to other bitches the whole fucking relationship, fam. That's why I said, There's no point for them to even be in a relationship anymore, dog. There's no trust. Without trust, there cannot be a healthy relationship.
Then she states, and beat the F out of me in my front yard in front of kids. They just can't take what they dish out. It's crazy. Funny Mike left comments underneath the post on the one when she said why Funny Mike got 2 kids on the way. He put LMAO, stop lying. Then on the one when she stated got kids on the way, keep going through my phone, he just posted a surprise emoji. You know, I will keep you guys updated with anything else that happens.
Please do, because this is crazy as hell. And we need to follow this story, okay? We need to know what's going on with this shit. Because this is wild accusations, man. If this shit is true, Funny Mike, man, listen. They finna flow your ass.
Here, but now Jaliyah was on Twitter the other night. This was not last night, but the night before. She posted, I miss Dada. Now, people were thinking she was speaking on Funny Mike, but maybe Jaliyah has a new man and Funny Mike wasn't feeling it.
I hope so. I hope you got I hope you have a plethora of new niggas, Jaliyah. I hope you have a plethora. I hope you have a sea of new niggas, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I hope you have a sea of new niggas. Because as much as you might love Mike, you can't force, or you can't even force, it's not even about forcing a tiger to change his stripes. He just can't. He can't. Even if a tiger wanted to change his stripes, he can't. He's a fucking tiger, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's a fucking tiger. It's like going into the jungle and trying to shake hands with a lion. He can't help that he's gonna maul your ass and destroy you. He can't. He's the king of the fucking jungle, bro. He can't do anything else other than be a total savage in the jungle, bruh. So you can't come up to a wild lion and try to shake his hand without thinking he ain't gonna take your head off and bite your head off. You know, like, stop trying to change this tiger into a leopard, ladies. Y'all gotta stop doing that shit, fam. If you've seen certain behaviors and you're not rocking with that shit, fam, you might as well stop while you ahead. Stop before the first baby, okay? Because you see the red flags. You can't tell me that this nigga just started acting like this out of nowhere. That doesn't happen, fam. You always see the red flags, but you ignore the fucking red flags, right? And the more red flags you ignore, the deeper in this hole you're putting yourself in. And now you're emotionally invested, okay? And it's hard for a woman who's emotionally invested to get emotionally uninvested. It's way harder for a woman to uninvest emotionally than it is for a nigga, you know? So ladies, be safe out here, man.
Leave your opinions below, but let's move on to this next topic with Chris and Queen. Now, yesterday I reported that Chris's graduation, little Chris's graduation from 5th grade, and Clarence and the family were there, but Chris stated that he wasn't invited. So now this clip of Clarence went viral. Now, they allegedly put a voiceover of something that Clarence said 6 years ago onto a new
The reason
post.
why I made
Oh, he said, okay, so, all right. Because I reacted to this yesterday, and I thought that this was Clarence speaking over this clip, like talking about the graduation in real time. I didn't know it was like 6 years old. Okay. All right, so let's listen with that knowledge in mind. Let's see.
Over of something that Clarence said 6 years ago onto a new
The reason
post.
why I made sure I was there is because CJ reminds me a lot of myself, and I remember how I felt as a kid. You know what I'm saying? You look in the crowd and it's just your mom and your best friend. He got his mom and dad, and then your classmates all got their mom and dad, and it's just your mom. And people feel like they could test you or feel like they could, you know, do certain things when there's not a man around or a man in the household. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to make sure CJ didn't just felt perfect. I'm just gonna be there. I'll make sure that there's a male figure there. At least when he looks out, it's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got people, like, there's people who got my back. Like, and I
think what confused me is you got the graduation footage right here, right? And then you have him talking at the voiceover. I'm putting two and two together. I'm thinking he talking, you know, I thought this was real time.
I want people to know that too.
So I wonder what specific situation Clarence was talking about here 6 years ago. I wonder what this was.
That there's people behind this kid back. It's not just a loving mother. You got to deal with a lot more.
Of course that makes Chris look bad. So Queen actually left a comment on
First of all, this audio is old, from 6 years ago, when he was explaining why he went to his pre-K graduation. Okay, bringing this up is just messy and very whack. I mean, I get it, because it did look bad. Y'all saw what I said in the last video. If you didn't see, go back and watch the last video. I was like, we making it seem like CJ ain't got no damn daddy in his life at all, you know? Now, 6 years ago, I done fucking forgot, all right? Like, I know they had fell out, and I don't even know what was happening 6 fucking years ago, all right? I have no idea. But the way that it was put together was messy, I ain't gonna lie. It was messy because it automatically made me think, this nigga is talking about this in real time. And if you didn't extend an invite to Chris, why are you trying to make it seem like he ain't got nobody who, you know, he ain't got no daddy who would come? That's what got me. I was like, man, that's shady as fuck. But it seems as if whoever put this shit together, that shit was shady and messy. I will agree with Queen on that. Because it's like, okay, I didn't know that this shit was from 6 fucking years ago. Nobody said it was from 6 years ago until now. So I definitely get the frustration on Queen's behalf, because I don't even know what happened 6 years ago. If he was graduating pre-K then, I don't know what the situation was or anything with Queen and Clarence and Chris at that moment in time. I can't remember. I'm glad that Queen clarified this though, because this is something that definitely needed clarification for sure. I don't think this is something that she should have stayed silent on, because it definitely didn't make Clarence look good at all.
First of all, this audio is old, from 6 years ago, when he was explaining why he went to his pre-K graduation. Bringing it up now is just messy and very whack. Well, Chris is now explaining again why he didn't go to his son's graduation.
Everybody keeps saying why I didn't go to my son's graduation, guy. I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all.
Keep it a bean.
Don't fuck with little bro right now.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't know if y'all been following up, but bro was sending a whole random person his favorite YouTuber TikTok galaxies, and he ain't send me not one TikTok galaxy. But on a serious note, I'm gonna be vulnerable and I'm gonna be open with y'all.
I bet.
I feel like I just didn't get an invite because we're not at that point to where we can be in the same vicinity, I'm guessing. But at the same time, I know y'all gonna be like, some people in the comments like, well, that's your son. Some people gonna be like, well, yeah, it's your fault, Chris. I accept both of them. Yeah, it's right. That's my son. I should be able to go to his graduation. I should be able to get invites. But at the same time, I didn't make it easy over there for that part, you know, for them to be like, yo, Chris, can you come to your son's graduation? Here go an invitation. Here go this, here go that. Mm-hmm. I didn't make it so easy throughout the couple years that, you know what I'm saying? I didn't make it so easy.
I'm glad you say couple years, because it was a lot of, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot, man. It was hard to support Chris at that time. I ain't gonna lie to you, you know? But hey. So
I don't blame them over there. I don't blame them. You feel me? I wouldn't want to bring nobody to my who been trolling me on the internet and this and that. I wouldn't want to bring nobody, like, I won't
bring drama to their household and shit like that, you know?
I don't even want to be around that person. But at the same time, will I still give them an invitation? Yes, because that's, you feel me? I still would do it, but everybody don't think the way I think. Everybody don't think the way you think that's watching this video. Mm-hmm. But like I said, it's okay. When Chris come out here, we gonna throw it. We gonna have a ball. He coming out here in a couple days. So when he come out here, we gonna throw it. We gonna have a little party. We gonna have you feel me, a little Mexican party. We gonna get our tortillas. We gonna get our tortillas and all that. You feel me? So just calm down, y'all. I talked to my son. I told him congratulations. I love him and this and that. Then he just got some roadblocks yesterday. Daddy, can you give me some Roblox? Here you go, son. Here you go. How much you want? He said, which one can I get? Whatever one you want. He said, I'm gonna get the $20 ones. I know you don't got that much money. Hold on, what, nigga? Come on, I don't want to. Come on, gang. Stop playing with me, gang. Come on, stop playing with me, gang. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's like a bittersweet situation, but at the end of the day, yeah. I know, like I said, I didn't make things so easy to where they can have open arms, like, yo, can you come, you know, your son, like, you know. But then I get it. I know some of y'all be like, well, that's your son. But it don't matter, yo. At the end of the day, Chris have two loving parents who love him to pieces, who will do anything. And that's what really matters, y'all. Mm-hmm. I know being present, that matters a lot. And I'm still learning that to this day. At the end of the day, I'm still learning that. But I'm gonna try my best to, I'm gonna try my best to be there present through his events, because you can't get that time back. and I'm noticing that you can't get that time back, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna try harder on my end. I'm gonna try harder.
And that is a tough situation. It is. It's a very uncomfortable situation for both parties. But yeah, Chris could try more, right? As far as maybe hitting up Queen saying, hey, if he has any events, like any games or anything like that, is it cool that you reach out and I can sit in the back of the bag, or I can sit on the other side, or whatever the case is. It sucks, man. This situation sucks. And when shit doesn't work out, shit like this can be difficult. And especially with their past history, it makes it even more difficult. So let me know, parents out there, what do you guys think about this situation? If you were Chris, how would you handle this situation, knowing that you want to show up more for your son, but you also don't want to feel like you're infringing on other people's energy or whatever the case is? Of course, we know that's his son. And if he want to show up, he going to show up regardless. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know it's going to be weird. We know it's going to be weird. So should Chris just put himself in an awkward situation and show up anyway? Or should Chris try to communicate with Queen and see what can be done? If there's any workarounds that they can agree upon? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. You as a parent, what do you feel Chris should do? Okay? And if you were on the other side and you were Queen, what would you think? Like, what would be your thought process? Okay, X, Y, and Z. You know, we could do this, this, and that. I want to know, because I'm not a parent myself. So all the parents out there, you let me know what you would do in this situation right here, man. What would be the best way to resolve this situation? Because at the end of the day, we all know that the most important person will always be the kid in the situation. Putting prides and egos to the side, we want to make sure that we have the best experience for our son. So with that being said, putting all the bullshit aside, first of all, can we put the bullshit aside and do what's best for CJ? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below, man. I feel bad for Chris, but also, like he said, he put himself in that situation. But I also want to say this too. Him and his thought process now, and him actually communicating this, and like he said, opening up and being honest, authentically, I think that this does show his growth and maturity through the situation. And this is only going to help the situation with Queen and Clarence as far as co-parenting goes and showing up for his son. I think that that's only going to help. You know, just him being open enough to be honest with his audience and letting them know, shit, I'm the one that fucked up. Don't put the responsibility on them. I get it, you know, but where do we go from here? Comment down below and let me know what y'all think.
But yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Chris is also giving CJ a little advice after CJ stated an issue that he's
I'm gonna see you.
Wait, Chris, I got a question, Chris, because you did a video where you was like, how y'all feel about the step parent and the kid?
Are you from Houston?
Which discipline? Remember you made that video about the step parent, Chris?
Oh yeah, I ain't been in Texas yet.
Okay, so how you feel about this? My baby mama called me while I was on streaming.
Nigga, we can't listen to everybody at once, bro. Can we do one mic? One mic here. We need one mic, one person talking at a time. I can't do this. It's hard for me to multitask, okay?
She was like, what's this clip I seen of you discipline my kids? And I never disciplined them. It was a clickbait. My kids was trolling me behind the camera talking about, remember you whooped us? And they was laughing and shit. And I'm like, I never disciplined the kids. But then after I got off the phone, I realized, why am I being checked? Even if I did, they still my kids. How you feel about that?
Wait. I'm a little lost. Wait, your kids, you disciplining your own kids? If you was?
No. On the clip, it seemed like I said that I whooped them because I was reading comments of people saying, whoop your kids. So she like, what's this clip I seen of you whoop my kids? And I'm like, I never whooped the kids. It just got clickbaited. But then I realized, like, why is she calling me? Even if I did discipline my kids, ain't they my kids?
No, hell, bro. People, that's just bitter. That's just bitterness, gang. That's bitterness. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I was like, I never got to ask nobody.
No, you ain't, bro. Even if you was to discipline your kids, like nigga, them your kids, gang. What the hell?
Yeah. I thought the Bible said, "Spirit of rod spoil the child."
Nigga talking about still tripping. Get your.
You ain't cussing at them.
Hell yeah, though, because them don't be my people. Don't be random people.
Nah, that's what I realized, bro. Every time we beef with our baby mamas, they supporters will come banter the hell out of us.
Nah,
they'd be like, oh, this nigga online, I'm finna talk shit. Like, I just be realizing it's not even our supporters, it's they supporters taking up for them.
Of course.
Yeah, but you gonna get that though. You just gotta troll their ass and give them good comments. They make them feel good. You know they got daddy issues. You gotta just make them feel good. you gotta like, you so pretty. They gonna be happy as hell off that comment. I'm telling you.
Facts. He's actually right, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. What's the name? But no, we gonna set up a series. I'm about to go play the game, y'all.
I bet.
Yeah, I'm gonna play.
Hey, thanks for that, man. I would say thanks for the 2 cents, but that felt like $100. Thank you, man. Hey, boss,
Jack, good looking, Chris. Appreciate y'all, man.
All right,
yeah, all right, bro.
Hey man, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I've already yapped enough on this video. I'm finna finish this food, edit this video. I love y'all, man. I will see y'all in the next one. Peace. We out, baby.